Good afternoon everyone, welcome to Virtual FMR. My name is Clive Finnimore and this is Film My Run 500 with NoblePro. Just over 1 minute to go before we hit the speed, go up to 5 kilometers per hour and move the incline to 12%. Good afternoon Tiago. Hello Tina Beard. Who have we got in game with us? I don't know. There's one person here I know. Is it Paul Hayward or is it Tiago? Tiago says hi Tina. Hello to Clive. 30 seconds to go. Let's say hello to everyone in game. Good afternoon and thank you for joining. Stand by to climb 500 meters. Here we go then. Incline up to 12%. We have Tiago with us in the run tonight and 9 other runners. Thank you all for joining. Here we go then Tiago. Up the hill we go. Tiago says he's in game, let's go. So we'll walk this first 400 meters out to get used to the incline. At the first arch, we're bumping up to 5.5. You're right, Tiago, your speed is registering as at 0 at the moment. Are you still on the start line? You're having technical issues. .8 degrees centigrade here in the Cornish garage tonight, 50% humidity. It feels quite humid tonight. Been a bit rain on and off day here in Cornwall today. I've been outside at work painting again, painting the timber gazebo, dark oak and painting a white fence. So it's just like watching paint dry at work today. Tiago's having connection problems. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Tina says, sorry, this route has a mega lead in. It's still leading in, Tina. It's still leading in. Currently at 0.25 on the treadmill. 0 in game. Thank you to Tina for choosing tonight's route, Sea to Tree. We'll be climbing 500 meters. The event's about 4.2 kilometers, but we'll round it off to 5. Let's change the screen on the live stream to our data screen. Currently running 5 kilometers per hour, heart rate 100 beats per minute. Cadence 113. We're still on the lead in. We've been running now for 2 hours. Tina's been doing some gardening today. Sorted out Alan's phone contract. Oh, that can be a pain, can't it, Tina? Sorting out phone contracts. I just like to go online and do it. And tonight, Tina's going to club night. So she's going outside in the real world. Here comes Tiago at 300 miles per hour to catch up. Thank you for catching up, Tiago. Good catch, buddy. So no Tina Tuesday run for Tina tonight at 5:30. She's going outside with club. However, if you fancy a nice steady hour run at your own pace, you can join at Tina's Tuesday Social at 5:30 PM UK time. I will be here on Film My Run 500 till about 5:45, and then we're going to have a shower and think about how I can make a towing device. Tiago's right on time. Oh, the lead-in's finished. So we're now walking the first 400 metres, even though we've already been walking for 400 metres. So the lead-in must have been about 400 metres today. Tina says Anthony Anderson is leading Tina's Tuesday Social tonight. His first run back after his short break. So if you fancy joining Anthony, sign up now or jump in at 5:30. Tina, I've possibly acquired a ride-on tractor lawnmower. It's about 27 years old, so it's a bit of a classic vintage. It currently doesn't work and has been in a barn for about 10 to 15 years, so it's a bit of a barn find. But the first plan is how to get it back to my house. So I'm thinking about constructing a timber towing device, which I can clip onto the back of the Land Rover, tie onto the front of the tractor, which allow me to get it home without it ramming into the back of the Land Rover. So it's going to be like a triangle frame. The pointy end attaches to the tow hitch in the back of my car, and the long bit of the triangle at the bottom will lash onto the front of the tractor. And somehow we've got to do it covertly when it's not the middle of holiday season in Polperro village with hundreds of people around, because they'll all be jumping on the little tractor. So we've got to probably do it about 6 o'clock in the morning when it's nice and quiet. The other alternative is we get the little tractor working where it is, which may be possible, and then drive it home half a mile. But I think the idea of getting it with the Land Rover is probably the more sensible idea. So watch out for that on Finnimore's farmhouse. Barn find ride-on tractor project. Coming soon to a YouTube near you. Good afternoon, Ben. Thank you for joining us in the virtual FMR channel. Tina says, oh Clive, how exciting. Yes, it will be when I get it home. First thing will be just to give it a good clean. Take the cutting deck off and give it a good clean. If it's salvageable, I then will have to buy a new battery, but I don't want to buy a new battery until I know it's alright and everything's there. I took the old battery out of it, but unfortunately it's not holding a charge, so it's obviously been sat around too long, exposed to all the elements for all these different years. Here we go then. Up to 5.5 kilometres we go. We get up onto the balls of our feet. We start to run at 12% elevation. So this is where it starts. Nice and steady. The aim of this run is to keep it nice and steady. Keep the heart rate as low as possible whilst building the strength in the legs. Try to keep your stride length short and your cadence high. Tiago's at 12% elevation tonight. Well done, Tiago. We'll get this done. I was actually feeling really tired tonight, or I still am before this run. I was sat at work at 4 o'clock when I finish, thinking, oh my God, I've got to go climb a hill now for 45 minutes. But here we are, and now I'm actually here. I feel much better. It's just that end of the working day feeling. You just want to go home and lie on the sofa, eat a Kit Kat inside a pan of chocolate, and have a doze. No, gotta keep going, gotta keep pushing. Tina says, dare I ask about hydration? No, Tina, that's not a good question. However, I have drank, I must admit, I must have drank about a litre today. 2 or 3 coffees, and probably about half a litre of water this afternoon at work. So probably better than I usually am. Over the next week and a half now, I've got to really be strict with my hydration. 2 litres a day, little and often. Next week will be taper week. So Manic Monday will be at the on-screen instructions. No trying to go faster. Tuesday will be Film My Run 500 as usual. Workout Wednesday will probably be Group B. And whether I do Film My Run 500 or not next Thursday, I'm not sure. The plan is, next Friday hopefully, to get the day off work, travel up in the morning. I think it's to Chichester. Set up the old Land Rover, get the bed ready, have something to eat, relax an evening, early night, up early Friday morning, Saturday morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, drive over to, race to the King start line, park the car, and get it done. 100k next Saturday. For me, I haven't done one of them for a while. Sort of excited, looking forward to it, but knowing what's coming. I have no idea what the compulsory kit is that you've got to carry. I haven't seen a list anywhere yet. Not like the Arc of Attrition or the Purple Gecko events, where you've got to carry survival bags and first aid kits and spare top, whistles, food, drink. I can't find a list anywhere. Apparently there's an online pre-race brief tomorrow evening. So maybe we'll have to sign into that and see what's going on. Oh, good evening, Paul Haywood. Sorry to hear that, Paul. Paul says they just started major roadworks near where he lives. He's added an extra 15 minutes to his journey. Annoyed to miss this race or this event. You can still join, Paul. 30 minutes. 30-minute late join option is available. But I know how you feel. When you miss the official start, it's harder to get motivated, isn't it, and jump on. Unless Paul has only just come out of work. He's probably a bit flustered and fed up because of the roadworks. I know I would be. 100 metres to the next arch. Heart rate currently 116. Cadence 161. Ends in November. Oh my god. That is major roadworks. dilemmas I have with collecting this ride-on a barn find lawnmower is the route we would have used through the country lanes without going through the village. They've just closed the road a week ago. So we now have to, if we do it, tow it through the busy village. So that's why we have to do it at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning before anyone's around. Just a short job then, Paul, says Tina. Reference the roadworks that just started and won't finish till November. We had some roadworks like that down here in Cornwall, on the main road down to Land's End. I think it lasted about 10 years. Up to 6 kilometres per hour we go. We've just hit 1 kilometre in. However, now they've finished the road modification here down in Cornwall, around the St Austell Roach area. It's a main road all the way down to Land's End now, and it makes it so much easier. I don't know if anyone's ever driven down to Land's End in years gone by. It was a bit of a trek through Cornwall. There was always traffic, tailbacks, bottlenecks. Well, they've done away with all that. The old iron bridge is gone where all the lorries used to hit. Now it's a dual carriageway pretty much all the way. Paul now has to leave earlier in the mornings. Took the wrong decision today. What was that? Trying to find an alternative route. Ended up somewhere else. Late to work. They did that near where I live as well, Paul. A few years back when my kids went to the local school. It usually takes 15 minutes to get there. They closed the main route into Loo, down. So the alternative was a 45-minute loop out and back, or one little narrow lane where everyone went, and you ended up getting your car scratched. Absolute nightmare. And that was for about 2 or 3 months. So Paul might go outside later on, like Tina. Tina's going out with the club tonight. Paul's thinking about going outside tonight, as he's missed Film My Run 500 due to his local roadwork diversions. C. Thank you for joining us here on this virtual FMR channel. Lord says, do you have any tips for guilt when not running? I lost my run last week and feel so guilty I haven't run, but not up to it yet. Nothing wrong with time off. Have a rest, recharge. You know when you're ready. However, depending on what distance you run when you go out, if you can't achieve that distance, don't worry about it. If you can put your shoes on and get out the door, that is the first step. Even if it's just a few hundred meters, a mile, 2 miles, 5k, whatever it is. Sometimes you might need a little shove. I know I do. I did tonight. I was quite tired tonight after work. Felt like I couldn't do this run. But I had a word with myself, which I have to do quite often, believe it or not. But once I'm out or on the treadmill, I feel much better, and after the run, I'm glad I did. So there, Lauren, take a break if your body says you need a rest. If not, get out the door. Put your shoes on, get out the door. Maybe tonight. But never feel guilty. You know if you can get out there or not. know it's easy for me to say that, because I'm exactly the same. If I don't get out the door, I feel really bad. At the time, I think it's a good decision. And if it's on a park run day on a Saturday, I don't mind staying in bed a bit longer. But when I see everyone else's Strava results popping up, that's when I feel guilty. Listen to the body, buddy. Get back to it when you can. Exactly, Tina. Tina says running should be a joy, not a chore. Saying that, Tina, these last few weeks where I've been recording in real life park runs at a reduced speed, keeping it nice and comfortable, I've really enjoyed them. You know when you go to park running, you're thinking, I've got to run it quick today, I've got to get my PB. You get a bit nervous, you don't want to get up, you're anxious at the start line, you do run it fast and when you finish you feel fantastic. But just taking a step back over the last few weeks with the recording of the routes, the virtual run channel, I've really enjoyed taking them steady, no pressure, you get time to look around and enjoy it. That's why I like trail running, because I get out on the coast path, I look at all the scenery, listen to nature, sit down on a rock, have a drink and a sandwich, take some photographs, and off I go again. Really enjoy it. That's why Tina doesn't race park run. She likes to take it steady and enjoy it. I totally agree, Tina. I've really enjoyed the last few weeks recording the runs at a nice steady pace. Yeah. Paul Hayward says, you can always treat yourself to some new running gear, e.g. a watch. Very true, Paul. When you get a new pair of shoes or a new running shirt or top or a hat or a watch, it does encourage you to go for a run. Yeah, Laurie says thank you to Tina and Paul for your advice. Appreciate the help. I think I'll just have to go out the door with no goals and see how I do. Exactly. Don't go out with forget about pace. Don't look at that pace or the speed. Just go out, run comfortable. That's the type of run I enjoy the most, running comfortable. I don't like being hot and sweaty. Tina Beard says, Paul, my watch face colour currently matches my nails. Trust you, Tina. Paul says, that's great, Tina, makes all the difference. Currently running in my virtual FMR shirt tonight. Sorry to NoblePro. The laundry system in my house over the last week has seriously slowed down. I think my red shirt went in last Tuesday, a week ago. However, I do think it made it through the washing system. But a few days ago, the cats decided to use the clean washing basket as its litter tray. A weed on everything. So I think the shirts all went back in the wash again. Hence, I can't find any tonight. So we've put the virtual FMR top on tonight, which I wear during my recording sessions. Tina's going to post a photo of her watch screen and nails. Looking forward to that one, Tina. Horses don't take too long, Tina. It's nail biting. Poor Paul, if she takes too long, she would have been back to the nail lady and got a different colour. Then she'll have to change the colour of the watch again. Tina likes to change the colour of her nails at least every 2 weeks, I think. Here we go then, arch inbound. 6.5 kilometres per hour at the next arch. 2 kilometres complete. Approaching halfway. Heart rate 129. Cadence 165. Now running at 6.5 kilometres per hour. Maintaining 12% elevation on the treadmill. Tina says every 4 weeks the nails get changed. It must be almost time, Tina. About a week to go. Tiago's heart rate of 146. Well done, Tiago. Good work, everyone. Keep on it. Halfway there for the Beacon group. Paul's asking me what the water leak's like. I actually forgot about it, but if I look down to my left-hand side here, the water has all gone and dried up. There is a dark residue line where it was, but it's not there anymore. So that's good. We haven't been washed out the garage yet. I bet if I lift the carpet tiles up behind me, it's still damp under there. As Tina would say, the joys of rural living. Obviously, when it rains heavy here, the drains can't take it, and somehow it comes up through the bottom of my garage. Sebastian's favourite song. Very epic tune, this one to run to. So, talking to Sebastian, I think he's coming back from holiday today. So he should be here with us tomorrow for Workout Wednesday. Stephen will be live streaming to virtual FMR channel at 6:30 PM UK time tomorrow evening. Come and join us on Zwift. Come and join us in the live chat. Tina's asking, who is Sebastian? We'll introduce him tomorrow evening, Tina. He's a new member here on Zwift. He's just started, like Stephen, who started last week. Sebastian, are you out there? Are you listening? Say hello if you are. It's about that time, innit? Check our form. So if you're running in game, check your form, stand nice and tall. Drop your shoulders back. Open up the chest. Absorb that oxygen. Stay up on the balls of your feet. Spring up the hill. I've only just thought of it because I looked at the live stream and saw that I was curling up into a little ball. So it's time to try and straighten up a bit. Let's drop Tiago a ride on. There you go, buddy. meters to go till the next arch. We've just hit 2.5 kilometers in. So we're halfway to the 5 kilometer mark now. Tomorrow in Cornwall, the weather's looking pretty smart tomorrow, pretty nice. Sun's going to be out. I think it's going to be a bit foggy in the morning, but it's going to be a nice sunny day. So at work, I'll be back to fence painting. And we're also planning at some point, probably mid-morning or afternoon, to attack the vegetable garden, as it's been pretty overrun with weeds at the moment. After all that warm, humid weather we've had, the weeds have exploded in the vegetable garden. So I'll be down there tomorrow, picking through it all, trying to tidy it up. Tina's been at the garden today. I did manage to cut the grass in my paddock on the weekend. That was a good effort on the weekend. Totally wore me out. Still got the main garden to do. Keep meaning to do it in the evening, but then I can't be bothered. Yes. Maybe I'll try again tonight. We'll go upstairs, we'll have a shower, we'll get dressed, and we'll see if we can head down the garden with the lawnmower and cut the main front garden. We'll see. I think I said that last night as well. It's not too long in the main garden. It's just very full of the odd long weed, daisies and clover flowers everywhere. So it's just looking a bit untidy. Ah, Tina's trying to get her garden tip-top, ready for Sebastian's visit in 2 weeks' time. Sebastian likes his gardening and his flowers, and he's coming over from Germany in 2 weeks' time to spend the weekend in Tina's village in Somerset, going to a park run, Frogberry Farm Green. Green? It's not green, is it? Frogberry Farm Park Run. So he's coming down to Somerset for a holiday. He is really looking forward to it. I can tell. He sounds quite excited. A couple of weeks ago when he was last here on Zwift. I think he's staying in the garden with the foxes and the badgers. Paul Hayward says he'll enjoy spending time in an English country garden. 80 metres. If Paul was with us now, he'd be poised, ready to turn his fan on at 7 kilometres per hour. Oh, Lauren C lives in Somerset as well. Tina likes to visit. I forgot the name of it. Is it Frogberry? Frogberry Farm Park Run on Saturdays. I'm down here in Cornwall, Lauren, in a village called Polperro, near Lou. Up to 7 kilometres per hour we go. Oh, here we go, Paul. This is where it gets tough. So Lauren C has been to Paul Perot here in Cornwall and lives just outside Yeovil, which isn't that far from Tina. My current car came from Yeovil, Lauren. I bought an old Freelander 2 from Dorchester Sports, just outside of Dorchester. And then on the way back, I missed my turning and ended up in the centre of Dorchester instead of going on the ring road. Just like me. Typical me. If your calf muscles are screaming at you, then this session is working, says the on-screen Mr. C quote. Tina said, that's Dorset, Clive. That's Dorset, not Yeovil. It's all the same place, isn't it? Southwest England. I know Yeovil and all that's up there somewhere. Thank you for joining us, Lauren C. Please like and subscribe. And you'll get a notification if you hit the notification bell to unwiggle live here on Virtual FMR, which will be tomorrow evening again at 6:30 PM UK time. And I'll be back here on Film My Run 500 with NoblePro on Thursday. Thank you very much for popping in. Tina's off as well. She's off to get ready for Outdoor Run Club. Thank you for joining us, Tina. Have a good run tonight. We will see you again tomorrow evening. Paul says, bye Lauren, bye Tina. Enjoy your run tonight, Tina. It's a pleasant evening. It's not raining here in Cornwall at the moment. It's not too hot, it's overcast. It's not windy. It's very humid though. Currently 17.7 degrees centigrade here in the Cornish garage. I've got the big garage doors open behind me on the other side of the partition. So that is the ambient temperature. Raccoon there on the rocklet. There's a rather large raccoon. So trying to keep the heart rate down. Nice steady controlled breathing. Trying to stand tall, not curling up into a little ball. We're halfway through the 4 kilometre, 700 metres to the end. Stay up on your toes, everyone. Good work, Tiago. Almost there. Well done to everyone else in the run if you're watching tonight. Good work to all. Paul thinks I might do a sub 150. Fingers crossed, Paul. Fingers crossed. It always jumps up in this last bit. Now I'm watching the heart rate. It's starting to creep up. Come on, body. Car and blue ocean. Nice steady breaths. What usually happens is when we change to 8 kilometers per hour for the final 200 meters, it spikes up. It's about 151 and then drops down again. Seeing if I can bring the heart rate down a little. "200 meters. So if you just joined us, this is Film My Run 500 with NoblePro. We're approaching the last arch. I'm currently trying to keep my heart rate below 150 before the end of the event. Which I haven't managed to do yet this year. Well then, last 200 meters. Can we do it? Just touching 150. 90 meters to go to the last arch. See, I've got a heart rate of 159 there. And there it is, maximum heart rate, 150. 90 meters to go. So close. Here we go then. Incline back down to 0%. Speed up to 10 kilometers per hour. We're just going to round it up to 5 kilometers. 700 meters to go. Slowly bring that heart rate back down. I even went quiet there at the end, trying to keep my breathing steady, keeping that heart rate below 150. And we just clipped 150 with about 90 meters to go. Getting closer. Paul says, good work, Clive. Can't get any closer than that. Cheers, Paul. Thank you very much. Well done, Tiago, who ran with me tonight in the Beacon group. Just running the last 500 meters out here to round it off to 5k. We will be back here tomorrow for Workout Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. UK time with Stephen Cousins here on Virtual FMR. I will be here in Group A, killing myself as usual, suffering in silence in my garage. Paul says, well done, Tiago. And then I'll be back here with FMR 500 with NoblePro on Thursday at 5 p.m. UK time. And Stephen will be here with my whoosh at 6 p.m. on Thursday. And then, of course, bag that badge at 6 p.m. on Friday. Thank you to everyone in the chat tonight. Thank you, Paul, Tina, Lauren, Tiago, and Ben. Really appreciate your company and your support here on the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like seeing me struggle. That wasn't too bad tonight, actually. Hot, it's now 18 degrees centigrade, quite humid in here. I am sweating quite a bit. Look at the speed of that bike coming along the road. Whew. Tiago says, thank you, Paul. We've climbed 537 meters tonight here on the treadmill. We've been running for just over 44 minutes. Heart rate back down to 126. Cadence currently 169. Bringing it back down, nice and relaxed. Less than 200 meters to go, half a lap. So I'm going to go and have a shower now, get trained, get dressed, think about cutting the grass. Whether I do or not is another thing. And also planning on how to build a rigid tow device so I can bring that ride-on tractor home and start stripping that down and filming that for Finnimore's Farmhouse channel. It hasn't worked for about 15 to 20 years. So that'll be a bit of a mission to get that going. Looking forward to it. It's an old Honda HL2218, I think. It was built in 1999. Last used in about 2010, I think. Put in a barn or a garage, and that's where it's been ever since. There we go, 5k done. Well done, Tiago. Cheers, Paul, for your support as always, buddy. Sorry you can't be here with us due to the roadworks. Whew. Anyway, that's it for another Tuesday. Time for a shower and get motivated to cut the grass. Let's save this run. Maximum heart rate alert there, 150, that's good. That's probably the second time I've got 150 by the end of this year. Save the run to virtual FMR channel. And there we go. I can just see my cat out the back window here, stalking something in the grass. Probably a grasshopper. Anyway, have a good evening, everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow for Workout Wednesday. Stay safe, take care. Until next time, cheers. Bye-bye.